your deal with golf. Now,
It was interesting.
I know, but the whole where you put golf in the place of something else.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I grew up with Jimi Hendrix and Jim Morrison and all the guys that died at 27. And I was their
so
little
you're an
brother.
anomaly.
I was their little brother. And I was in the gang. Trust me, I was in the gang. And I saw them all self-destruct. The most creative people I knew were self-destructive. And the reason they were was because they had to live their image. And I was looking at this going, okay, now wait a minute. My image as Alice Cooper is going to be even heavier than theirs.
Yeah.
It's going to be the villain of rock.
Right.
I said, how do I deal with that and not die? Well, I had to when I finally got sober, I realized you play the character on stage and then you leave him there.
Yeah.
You don't have to be Jim Morrison all the time. Jim thought he had to be Jim all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and Janis Joplin thought she had to be drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Or we didn't even know she was doing heroin. You
Wow.
know, if we would have known that, we would have stopped her. But she
yeah.
kept that very secret. All the guys were living this life where they didn't want to see 30. They wanted to have the biggest party of their life and ended at about 30 because nobody wanted to get old.
Wow.
Now here we are, 70
Here we
years old. Steven Tyler, myself, Ozzy, Paul McCartney, 74, Jagger, 75. And I was doing our best work.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've got a handle on it. Yeah.
So the golf thing for you has just been basically a savior, someplace for you to go.
When I quit drinking, I said, I know I have an addictive personality. So I have to get addicted to things that are not going to kill me. And that meant I was a good baseball player. I was a good hitter, you know. So I could put the bat on the ball no matter where they put it over the plate. I was never a power hitter, but I was a good singles and doubles hitter. So I said, well, how hard would it be to hit a ball not moving? Right? And then I went, this is hard. If somebody throw me the ball and I can hit it.
Still an idea.
But I went out, and the day I got out of the hospital, and I immediately knew I had to do something rather than sit in front of a TV and watch TV, because that's what I used to do when I drank. I'd sit and watch The Price is Right and this, and I'd just sit and drink all day. I said, I've got to get outside. I got to find something that's going to take 4 hours a day to get me outside. And I went, golf.
Was there any friend that took you to
No,
it?
I looked at Yellow Pages, and I went, Pima Country Club. And I went out there, and there's Jim Mooney.
Yeah.
He's right there. He was the guy. And Jim says, well, I'll help you learn. So he gives me a 7-iron, and I take the 7-iron, and I went back like this and went, and he hit it right down the middle with a little draw on it. And he said, oh, how long have you been playing? And I went, that's the first swing I ever took, you know. And he goes, well, you're a natural then.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I went, well, show me what to do. I went through all of this.
Oh, yeah.
I did all that.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
You've been through the whole war.
Then I did all this. And then I finally just got to the point of just doing that. Now I feel more comfortable on stage and on the tee than I do anyplace else.
Yeah.
You know, so it's because
home.
I do it every day. I play
home.
6 days a week, and you know, and I, on stage. If I get on stage, the last thing I am is nervous. I mean, to me, I wish I could get nervous.
But here's what it looks like. I watched you yesterday. I watch a lot of entertainers, a lot of people.
Yeah.
You look like you still just have fun doing
Oh,
it.
I do. If you're not having fun, don't do it.
Yeah.
And here's another thing that I tell people. They say, well, why are you making this new album? And I go, if you think that you've made your best album, don't make another album, because you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
If you think you've done your best show, don't go on tour. I always go into it with, this is going to be the best album I ever made.
Right.
I've had 2 #1 albums, and I'm going, this is going to be better than those.
Yeah.
With any golfer,
Yeah.
they get out there going, I could shoot 59 today.
Yeah.
They have all the
yeah.
they have all the tools to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what makes them play every tournament. They go, okay, I shot 61. Why couldn't I shoot 59?
They're anticipating greatness all the time.
They should be,
Well,
or
yeah.
they're not going to win.
It's a fascination. You were fascinated with music. You're
Oh,
fascinated
absolutely.
with getting better. That drives your passion.
Absolutely.
And passion is what makes you want to live.
And I love playing with musicians that are great musicians, like Robbie Krieger from The Doors. You know, I mean, he's a guy that The Doors, come on.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and all the guys that we play with are guys we really respect.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a studio with Paul McCartney 2 years ago
Who's that?
for the Hollywood Vampires, and I don't care how good you are. There's Joe Perry from Aerosmith and Johnny Depp and all the guys, and we're playing. Paul walks in and sits down at the piano, and we all went. You know, it's like Jack Nicklaus coming out and saying, hey,
let me see you hit
a few balls from you. You go, what?